The state capture inquiry will hear more about alleged corruption at the passenger rail agency. Yesterday, an investigator told the commission that former Prasa CEO Lucky Montana benefited from property deals paid for by companies with the rail agency's tenders. Michael Appel has more.
Testimony related to
Lucky Montana
was front and center at the state capture inquiry, specifically his proclivity for house shopping. But we'll get to that. First,
in June 2014, there was a 2.4 billion rand contract, is that correct?
That is
between
correct.
Siangena and Prasa.
So let's rewind to a month before Siangena gets that 2.4 billion rand contract. A shelf company called Precise Trade and Invest 02, whose sole director, Rion van der Walt, who's also Siangena's attorney, buys Montana's house in Parkwood in May 2014 at a massively inflated 6.8 million rand. This despite it only being worth 3.5 million rand. In this case, the shelf company bought his house from him, allowing him to make over 3 million rand profit. Montana's next 3 property ventures, though, were all paid for by others.
He initiates the property deal. The owners actually think he is the person who's it would appear, that is behind the deal, but the transfer is made to Precise Trade. Mr. Montana remains involved throughout the process, but payment is not made at all by Mr. Montana. Payment is effected through Precise Trade or other parties.
Here's the alleged Prasa connection to Siangena through a company called TMM Holdings. TMM made payments to Precise Trade and Invest 02, which would then pay for the homes Montana picked out.
TMM has a close association with Siangena. Within the documentation that we've seen, there's correspondence where Siangena confirms that TMM assists them in the execution of their contracts.
Precise Trade and Invest 02 pays for Montana's house in Waterkloof, Pretoria.
Well, it is really quite strange.
What's even stranger is he doesn't appear to ever live in it.
Under the circumstances, it appears to be a neglected piece of property.
And the amount paid for the property was?
11 million rand.
I think
The chairperson noting Mr. Montana was quite busy.
within a period of about, 12 months or thereabout, he bought properties to the value of, over 30 million rand, over 24 million rand?
Yeah, it's around 36 million rand.
Over 36 million rand.
The inquiry continues. Michael Appel, Johannesburg.